Some fighters have a plan or a strategy that guides their action for a real street fight. Here's a BJJ versus boxing fight that demonstrates the difference in having a plan to fight versus not having a strategy. You'll see a classic positional strategy of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu played out in this street fights, although there were still a number of mistakes made by both fighters that we could all learn from. So let's dig into the fights. Of course, we don't know the level of each fighter or the narrative behind the fight. However, I'm guessing that the Jiu-Jitsu guy was at least a lower senior blue belt. I'll explain why this is relevant as the fight goes on. If you notice, there's no feeling out process from the Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He has the classic BJJ fighting plan: takedown, side control, mount, which he executes perfectly. Compared to the boxer who came out with the classic feeling out process. What the boxer could have done was jab to chest level to draw the double leg, and attempt to step away and counter, or even sprawl to tire out the Jiu-Jitsu guy. Jabbing at chest level provides the opportunity to punch to the face when the guy goes for a takedown. Now at this stage of the fight, you're seeing a classic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fight plan in action. He's controlling the hips of the boxer while stabilising his position in order to advance to mount. What the boxer must do at this stage is not to struggle, but think about fixing his arms in his own defence. The guy underneath needs to turn in and protect his head, while controlling the posture of the guy on top. You can see him attempting to do this, but he makes one misjudgment and bridges at the wrong time, and ends up being mounted. Now the Jiu-Jitsu fighter goes predictably into ground and pound mode, punching the boxer to induce panic, but he doesn't take his back to choke him unconscious. A more advanced Jiu-Jitsu fighter would have set up a rear naked choke off the ground and pound and finished the fight. For those of you that don't know Jiu-Jitsu, the objective of the punches is to get the guy to give you his back. Once there, you can manipulate the bad guy onto his belly, where he's completely defenceless, and then apply a choke to finish the fight. As for the guy underneath, there's not much he could have done to defend himself. In his case, bridging, trapping and rolling would have been the best escape or defence strategy. We have videos on ground and pound defence. Please watch these. The lessons to be learnt here are that having a strategy in how you're going to fight or defend yourself is worthwhile. But it has to be flexible, as things do change quickly in a real fight. As has been said many times, the best made plans go out the window when you've been punched in the face. That's why I advocate mental toughness training, because when it goes wrong, at least you're mentally tough enough to fight back. Lastly, take the opportunity to finish a fight as quickly as possible. Don't waste time punching the bad guy, as in this example, but of course that may have been his plan, but it didn't finish the fight. Thanks for watching.